What's up, everybody? It is Gene Bites here once again with another video, and this time we're going to be talking about how I make my thumbnails for YouTube using AI. Let's jump right into it. So, as you guys can see here, I have up here, I didn't use one of these intros today, but these are my intro openers for YouTube, right? So, I'm Eugene. I'm actually not going to be using my first name anymore. I'm going to be using my moniker, which is Gene Bites. Now, and let me show you guys the thumbnails. So I actually have how I make my thumbnails. So I don't always use Google Gemini. This was my first time using Google Gemini because I wanted to experiment with making thumbnails with Google Gemini. I normally make them using some of my other AI sources like ChatGPT, which utilizes, I don't think it utilizes DALL-E anymore. I think it utilizes a mixture of different models, but I'm not sure which one is the default. But so here was the prompt that I gave it, right? So I gave it a bunch of the style that I'm using for this is called Risograph, right? So if you come to Gemini and you click on create image, it's going to ask you what style image you want to use. You just simply say, um, you simply say Risograph, right? It's not going to bring mine up because this is not a new conversation. Now, so I gave it a bunch of images, right, of me, and I gave it this prompt. I said, help me generate YouTube thumbnails that are very colorful, crazy, utilize large typography. If you don't know what typography means, that essentially is talking about the font. And also large imagery and the emotion to get users to click. Include my reference image in every thumbnail. I need at least one sample. Then once we get it right, we'll generate 5. So I think Gemini can only generate one image at a time because it did not proceed to generate all of the images once when I asked it to. So anyways, here's the first sort of thumbnail that it gave me, and I didn't really give it a title for this one, so it just gave me a sort of random title for this one: Gilded or Gritty, Vogue Sessions, Gucci's Golden Glitch. Probably playing off the fact that one of the images I gave it was a Vogue image. So it gave me this image. It said, this is the first sample thumbnail based on your request. Let me make this bigger. Based on your request, it captures the bold, chaotic, and colorful punk design aesthetic with heavy misregistration and massive cutout typography. Please let me know what you think of this style, and so we can proceed with generating the next 5 variations. And then I said, perfect. Now give me 5 more. Here are some video titles. So once I had the style locked in, and I knew I had what I was going for, which is I was going for this sort of style right here, that is giving me these sort of crazy looking thumbnails that you don't really see anyone else have, right? And I just kept on sort of generating them, right? And giving it my YouTube titles. And so that's essentially how I generate thumbnails. Now, how I get my video how I get my video titles is I use ChatGPT. You can see here it gave me a list of video titles, and I just choose, right. The prompt I use is give me a list of short, sweet video titles that I can use for YouTube that will get users to click. So that's pretty much the prompt that I use, but I'll include all of these prompts up in the description below. But yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap it up there, guys. Very simple video, just showing you guys how you can utilize Gemini. And I'm using, this is Gemini 3, the fast version. This is the free version, so anyone can come here and do this. There is going to be a cap on how many images you can actually generate based on what kind of a plan you have. But while we're speaking on that, I did go ahead and sign up for Google AI Pro. Currently, there is a free trial for this. I'm not sure if it's 1 month or 3 months, but you do get access to the most capable AI models and latest features, higher model requests per day across Flash and Pro models with Gemini Code Assist and Gemini CLI. You can create high quality videos with Veo 3.1 if you didn't know that. You get more access to Gemini features, etc., etc. So definitely something to check out, guys, if you don't already know about that. There's lots of AI is still in its infancy stages, and I honestly think that at some point I'm not even going to say it. No, I'm not even going to induce any fear. All right. But use these tools while you have them, while you have the ability to. Okay. And so I'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel for more coding content. And as always, keep coding.